Ladies of the royal court, Edgar, the swinging Edgar Allan Poe's magnificent torch, the raven, as translated into the semantic of the hip. Now you see, Poe didn't want that bird, he didn't need that bird, he didn't dig that bird, he didn't even know what Avery the bird came from. If someone knocked the bird on him postpaid, he wouldn't have dug it, because he was hung in front for the chick named Lenore, who'd already swooped the satellite. But that didn't bug poor Eddie. He's still knocking that torch in cold, saying, "Can they dig me in Flip City?" But as I've said so many times, when you don't want the bird, when you don't need the bird, when you ain't got the last possible use for the bird, boom, that's when you get it. And that's what happened to poor Eddie, see? It was a real drug midnight. Dreary. I was goofing, beat and weary, over many a freakish volume of forgotten score, when suddenly there came a tapping, as if someone were gently riffing, knocking rhythm at my pad's door. "Ah, 'tis the landlady," I muttered. On her broom she flies the rounding, sounding for her rent. Which? Only this, and nothing more. Ah, so solid I remember. It was in that wrought December, and each swinging, jumping ember blew its font upon the floor. Ruefully I wooed them all. Still hung I sought to bawl from my book kicks, to knock the sorrow for my gone Lenore, for my sweet, square, but swinging maiden, whom the fly chicks tag Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silky, weary turning of each upper curtain moved me, hung me with freakish pibbles never done before. So now, to cool the beating of my ticker, I stood repeating, "'Tis just some strange midnight stud that's sounding a mighty deep beat on my pad's door. A deuce to cool the mortal, or some juice to drown his sorrow. Some lightweight riff this and nothing more. Jack," I said, or Jilly, "if I've crossed you, jump sore." But the solid truth, this cat was napping, and so cool did you come tapping, and so light hip you came rapping rhythm at my pad's door, that I was scarce sure I dug you. Here I opened wide the slab, and Jack, whoosh, I dug the breeze, and nothing more. Stoned into the darkness peering, long I stood there, I was hung there, flipped and filling king-splitting dreams no mortal can't and never ruled before. But the gasser wasn't broken, digging so hard my weight was drawn, but Nathan shaking, Nathan showing, just one radar blip was going. The whispered word, "Lenore." This I sounded, and it sounded back, "Lenore." This one sad lick, and nothing more. I backed into my pad, still turning, all this jazz within me burning, and again I dug the tapping, a stronger beat than was before. "I'm solid hip," said I, "don't dig what that is, jumping into my window lattice. Let me get hip with what thy rat is, and this big flip I will explore. Let my pounders stay cool among all landers, and this flip I will explore." Jack, I drew a blank, and nothing more. Gone for out I flung the shutter, when with many a flip and flutter, in there stomped a king-size bugbird jack from way the days of yore. Not a minute tip or hung he, not a minute down or drowned he, but with stomps of king and queen, he swung above my sweet pad's door, lit above the Buster Palace, sat poofing there, and nothing more. I'm solid hip, said I, that you're no craven, gas a grim and beat up raven from the night's Plutonian shore. Swing hip me to what thy tag is in the night's Plutonian shore. Flip the bugbird, nevermore. Solid wig made this bird to dig me, though it cocked out not upon the score. Though we cannot help but being that no single human being ever was so said by seeing a wig like this above his pad's door, with such a tag as nevermore. Now you see this blasted bugbird kept bugging Edgar and gave him such a dreadful time of it that Edgar now wants to divorce the bird. He wants to expel the bird. He doesn't care if the bird knew Lee nor Eleanor or any of those cats. He wants to blow the bird. So I think the bird put one too many nevermores on him. Now I'm not know how much they weigh, but it was just enough to flip that little isinglass at the end of the fuse and blow the whole gig. Poe is now flipping. He turns and says, "With this lick you flipped my meter, you nauseous gasser, you endless repeater. Screw before I blow my red house back. Go back to your Plutonian shore. Leave no hammock on my hammer, take your black jazz blown together. Leave this pad, my torch unbroken. Screw from the roost above my door. Flip the bugbird, me as ever, me as all."
Yes. Yes.
If I can indulge you on one more quick